Why do only fools and horses work? La 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 la, la 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 la.
Welcome to the Only Fools and Horses podcast. Zach Hamilton from Hampson Auctions. So Boycie's E-Type Jaguar from the episode Go West Young Man goes under the hammer soon. It's a very desirable car to have. That's even without the Only Fools and Horses connection, isn't that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're quite well known for the sale of E-Type Jaguars. We've been, selling them successfully for a number of years, and my family have been quite heavily involved with E-Type Jaguar sales for decades even. And since a young boy, a very special car to me. I mean, I have fond memories, probably my oldest memory of being, in one of my dad's E-Types, playing in the back of the car in his coupe, and it was a bit of my playpen really, and I couldn't escape out the back of the car sort of thing. So it was made like a bit of a makeshift playpen for me when I was a kid, which I was very lucky to have. And so they've got a special place in my heart, E-Type Jaguars, as they have with many people, as they've with the show as well. Obviously, Only Fools and Horses has crossed many generations, and it seems to, warm to each new generation.
Yeah, and it's such an iconic car, isn't it?
I think first of all, start with a few of the bits that come with the car, so you can see, some of the memorabilia with the vehicle. So you've got, obviously, a couple of photographs here. You've got, as you can see there, I don't know if you see that there, I'll just bring it a bit closer. We've got the two ladies that Del Boy and Rodney were chatting up in the club there with their signatures.
Nikki and Michelle, I believe they were called.
There you go. You've got those there. We've got a signature there from John.
Oh yeah.
Del Boy and Boycie there, just discussing the Jag, which we sort of, a lot of people forget, and that this was the car that introduced Boycie to the world, really.
Interesting one, isn't it, with the E-Type Jag? Because on its own, it's valuable, isn't it? So, what do you think? Being on Only Fools and Horses, what sort of value do you think? Does that add a lot to it? Because on its own, it would be valuable, wouldn't it? The car. It's not like the trotter van, is it? Where if you haven't been in the show, the trotter van isn't worth much, is it? But because it's in the show.
It's great to see that the car isn't smashed up in real life, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, I have left the boot open, and that's not ajar because the Cortina went into the back of it. I've done that on purpose, so I can show you under here as well, which is quite nice. You've got John's signature there. I'll take that in there so you can see.
Yeah,
it's just nice that's there as well. The great man himself. So I'll just take you around the front and also show you the model here, which is nice thing to have. And you've got the car in the garage, and you can have this on your desk as well, which is a great thing to have. So you've got the model there, which is signed by John Boycie there, and then got David's signature at the back.
A fan's dream, really, this car. If you love Only Fools and Horses, and you had the money, you'd definitely get it.
I think that's the key with this, isn't it? That most TV cars you see, you can't really say, well, is that the one I've got? But that there was only one, wasn't there? This is definitely the car that was in the programme.
Yeah, I mean, it was the car that Del Boy drove with Rodney. There was seven three-wheeler cars from memory. There was only one E-Type. There was only one E-Type. So, and it's a fantastic scene. Del Boy driving the car with Rodney, sort of throwing the cigar packet out the window, and then the Cortina going in the back of the car. Fantastic scene. And
that was with the numbers on, wasn't it? Because they picked up a couple of birds at the nightclub, and they thought they were going to go see them afterwards. But it's like, where did you put it? Oh yeah, on the cigarette packet out the window. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So
where's it been, Zach? Because it's 40 years ago. For 81, I think the show was broadcast. Has it had a lot of owners, or has it been one owner? Or
No, for a car this sort of age, I mean, you know, you'd suspect that it's had a lot of owners, but it's only had 2 owners in all that time.
Wow.
The owner actually lent it to the show for the program, and it was in his ownership for many years. The chap that actually put it with us is, you know, just like you guys, real big Only Fools and Horses fan. You know, he likes his cars, but he's more of an Only Fools and Horses guy, self-made man, and he treated himself something special, and he's thoroughly enjoyed owning the car. I just think it's time now that it's someone else got to enjoy it.
It's in superb condition.
Yeah, I'll show you a bit more.
He's really looked after it, hasn't he, the chap?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a real nice car. It's in lovely condition, and as you can see inside, it's fared really well, and the paintwork's really nice. It's a beautiful car. It's a really nice example.
Yeah. So what's the starting price? What's the starting bid?
So the guide price on this car is £100,000 to £120,000.
And so it's going under the hammer on Tuesday, yeah?
Tuesday 1 o'clock.
Ah, well, we'll look out for that. Go on, Chris. You wanted to say something?
So you can watch it live. You can watch it live online. So yeah, you can watch it at hampsonauctions.com, or you can come and attend in person to the sale over here at Holywell, North Wales. Auction starts at 1 o'clock. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see what it makes. We're really excited and delighted to have the car with us, and I'm sure it will do fantastically well. But absolutely, what a brilliant piece of motoring history, and it's a fantastic thing to behold. And like I say, it does make you feel very special in its presence.
Is it the most famous car you've sold?
I would say this car is, yeah. I mean, it's you don't really get much more famous than the Only Fools and Horses, the show, really. I mean, I don't think there's a sitcom sort of out there that sort of compares, is there?
No. Of course, Boycie is famously a second-hand car dealer, isn't he, from Lewisham? Have you ever met anybody like Boycie?
I think there's been a few over the years, yeah, and that I can sort of think of. There's, and I'm sure that he was sort of modelled on a genuine guy, I would have thought. I'm not too sure where the writer sort of got the idea from, but there is certainly some Boycie characters and some Del Boy characters in the car game, but certainly some Boycie characters I've met over the years, absolutely.
I know that he copied his laugh, didn't he, Chris, from somebody? Boycie.
It was, somebody he worked with, I think, wasn't it, something? Yeah.
He slightly exaggerated it, and of course, it's the most famous comedy laugh ever, isn't it, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
John Chalice autograph, there is footage of John signing that as well, Zach, isn't there?
Yeah, we've got footage of that, which is a great thing that we can obviously pass on to the new keeper of the car. Along with all these bits and pieces with the vehicle. When the chap bought this car originally, it did not have that detail in the back. It was not signed at that time, and he had it done by John before his passing.
Should we buy it, Chris, or not? Can we put?
Yeah, we'll go halves.
Could have a consortium, couldn't we? Consortium.
Yeah, a consortium of Only Fools and Horses fans. Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we can sort you out of a bidder's number.
Lovely jubbly.
Lovely jubbly. I'll just remortgage the house. It's okay.